Hello and welcome to e-GMAT. We will solve question number 25 of OG Verbal Second Edition by using e-GMAT 3-step process. In the first step, we will understand the meaning of the sentence. In the second, we will evaluate the errors in the sentence. And finally, we will review all the answer choices to get to the correct answer. So let's begin. Like Auden, the language of James Merrill is chatty, arch and conversational, given to complex syntactic fight as well as to prosaic free verse strolls. Now this sentence presents a comparison. There are many similarities in the language of Auden and that of James Merrill as enumerated in the sentence. Now let us evaluate the errors by splitting the sentence into clauses. Well, this sentence has just one subject verb pair, which means we just have one clause here. The language of James Merrill is the subject and is the verb. Now this sentence makes a comparison between Auden and the language of James Merrill. Now the entities that are compared or contrasted must be grammatically as well as logically parallel to each other. But here comparing Auden with the language of James Merrill is not logical. So this leads to the parallelism error in this sentence. So let's run the POE and find out what's the correct answer. Well, choice A is not the correct answer as we discussed just now. Choice B repeats the same error as in choice B. Here again, Auden has been compared to James Merrill's language, which is not correct. Choice C is the correct answer because now correctly Auden's language has been compared to James Merrill's language. Now after Auden's language is understood because it has been used after Merrill's. So that apostrophe S actually denotes that it's talking about Auden's language. So choice C is the correct answer. But we'll still review choices D and E. In choice D, this phrase as with Auden completely fails to establish the comparison because we do not know as with Auden what characteristic does it want to talk about Auden to be compared with James Merrill. So choice C is not the correct answer. In choice E, this omission of comma after Auden's leads to a very awkwardly worded choice, and that is the error with this sentence. So as discussed earlier, choice C is the correct answer. Let's take a look at the takeaway messages. The elements compared or contrasted in a sentence must be grammatically as well as logically parallel to each other. Also, we must use appropriate punctuations to effectively communicate the meaning of the sentence. The concepts tested in this sentence have been covered in Level 2 Parallelism Comparison and Level 2 Idioms Comparison.